They don't sign the contract. They want over market value, right? Price is the toughest one, by the way. When you guys are pre-qualifying, start with the condition. People will talk to you about the condition of the property. It's not necessarily about them. So people will tell you the condition of the property. It opens up the conversation. The longer somebody is talking to you, the more they're going to open up. So start with the condition of the property. It helps bring down their defenses. And be an active listener. What does that mean? When they're talking, you say stuff like, sure, oh, 3 bedrooms, wow, great. Oh, wow, the roof caved in? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, sure. Superstar phone prospectors that I hire, they all actively listen. Because when you ask questions and you shut up afterwards, it's not a conversation, it's an interrogation. The seller feels that they feel that you're just trying to get something out of them. Right? Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, Brent. Yeah, got it. Yeah, active listening, huge. The price, we go after them hard on the price. How much would you consider for the property? You know this area really well. What are homes similar to yours selling for? You've owned this property for a long time. What do you want to get out of it? If I were to give you a suitcase full of money after the sale of this transaction, how much money would have to be in that suitcase? That one's kind of cheesy and terrible, but you can use it. Just depends on who you're talking to. But try to get the price out of them first, right? Ask, and if they won't do it, take a shot across the bow, right? 50% is Zillow, 60% is Zillow, depending on the price, right? If it's a lower price, if it's under 100,000, go way low. If it's something like 150 plus, we usually shoot at about 60% is Zillow. And we don't say that we're going to offer them that price, but that's what we're buying in the area. You know, we're buying homes similar to yours in the neighborhood for $115,000. Does that sound about right? As you're nodding on the phone, right? Does that sound about right? No. No. I want $350,000. Don't go on that appointment. Right? Now we're just pre-qualified. Move on to the next one. You're going to talk to so many people and have so many opportunities to have quality conversations with distressed property owners that you get to pick and choose which appointments you go on. Don't just get excited because they say, yeah, come on over. Right? Pre-qualify here. Pop-up. Read a great business book every month. Books are the plungers of our brain, right? It plunges all the bullshit out, right? All the negativity, all the stuff that's negative. Books push it all out. Just read a little bit. You don't have to get crazy. Just read something positive every day. And it's not just listen to Audible, right? Actually read a book, like in 3rd grade. You know? Like the last time you read a book. I'm just kidding. This is different. I'm just kidding. But read a book. Plunge it all out. We got to keep it up. Keep that positivity up. Keep that good thoughts up. Keep those good thoughts up. Remind yourself that after lead generation, TTP, baby, right? Lead follow-up is the most important activity. Why make all these calls if you're not going to follow up with them? Right? Follow up. You have a great plan for follow-up. Unbelievable. You guys have a plan for follow-up? This is great. When you close a lead in your pipe, so remember, okay, think of this thing as a big funnel. You're calling, you're getting leads, you're pre-qualifying, you close a deal. Well, how many leads does it take you to close a deal? Let's say it's 20. Well, when you close that deal, you don't have to replace one lead, you have to replace 20 leads. That keeps this whole engine going. So you got to keep going every single week, every single day. The processes have to keep talking to new people to bring new ones in, or you're going to go like this, right? So understand how many leads it takes you to get a deal, and then how many you have to replace once you get that deal closed. Be an expert at asking questions and then listening. It says talk to people. That's just to introduce. That's just to start the conversation. Just to be proactive. Most of it's listening. That active listening that we talked about, right? Asking the questions and listening. Sometimes we get nervous and we just start talking about crazy things. We just start talking at a property. I had a couch like that. My grandma gave it to me. Yeah, she's 87 years old. She's doing good. You know, she's been walking around. I mean, I swear she'll live to 110. You know what I mean? How old are your grandparents? What? Yeah, really? Oh, okay. What are we talking about here? We just go off into this spiral of just nonsense. Ask the questions. Listen to the answers. It's all about them anyway. Just like Lance was saying. Lance was saying that he was the one, the reason he got that deal for over $100,000 because he was listening to this woman and he was helping her out. You think that she didn't get any other postcards or any other people calling her, knocking on her door? Of course. But he built that relationship up. Be around people doing way more than you. Way more than you. I started this business, started growing it. And after 2 years into it, I joined the Wholesaling Inc. tribe. And not because I didn't understand the business, it's because I wanted to be around people that were doing $500,000, $1 million worth of business instantly with a mentorship program. You guys have heard about them all today and through the week. You get access to people that are doing way more than you, and you get to talk to them, be around them, and you get to connect with people that are doing amazing things. When you're around those people, you just naturally will raise you up as well. Mm-hmm. Every day, this is a tough one. Every day, bring your enthusiasm level to a minimum of 8. Minimum. Easiest way to do that is to fall in love with this. Fall in love with this. How lucky are we? How lucky are we that we can pick up the phone, we can make a call, and all out of the ether, make $30,000? How lucky are we? We're the luckiest people ever. This is crazy. You got to fall in love with what you do. You're going to bring that enthusiasm. If you bring that enthusiasm, it's going to carry you forward and continue to take action every single day, right? That enthusiasm is going to do it. Oh, I couldn't get any sleep last night. I'm going to go through a level 2 enthusiasm all day. I'm not going to talk to anybody. And if I do talk to them, I'm going to, got to get all jazzed up. How lucky are we? We're the luckiest. Like, fall in love with this. It's incredible. When you ask somebody if they will consider an offer on their property, when you cold call them and you ask them, you call them out of the blue, and you ask them, would you consider an offer on your property there? There's only 6 responses they'll give you. This really helped me out. Because I thought I had to prepare for everything. I thought I had to be like a gunslinger, and just every objection I had to just, you know what I mean? Like go after it. There's only 6. 6. Would you consider an offer on your property? Yes. Right? No. Maybe. How much will you give me? How'd you get my number? And who are you? That's it. So learn the responses to those 6 responses and you keep the conversation going. If somebody tells you no, just ask them, hey, I completely understand. Do you have any other properties that you would consider selling? Maybe something that needs some love, right? Like there's different responses to each and every one of these to keep the conversation going and to keep you from stalling. It's all in the script. I'll put on my email and then Alejandro will send it to you guys. I don't think we have it downloaded. Anyway, so yes, no, maybe, how much? How'd you get my number? Who are you? That's it. Learn all those and you can talk to anybody. They're like, how'd you get my number? Oh, yeah. I got it from an internet provider. I send them addresses, they send me back phone numbers. Sometimes I get lucky. Are you considering selling? Oh, okay. Right? It's definitely, we're not building rockets here. We're real estate investors. Okay? Number 25. Understand the fact that after you talk to 1,000 strangers and ask them if they consider an offer on their property, you can talk to anybody about anything about real estate. When you have 1,000 people under your belt of conversations with strangers that give you all 6 of those responses all the time, you can talk to anybody about real estate. It's a skill that never goes away. Why would you want to build that over the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? And then you have it forever. And everything else starts going up. Starts going up. The conversations that you have with everybody just keeps going up. You understand people's communication styles. You understand the personality styles. All of a sudden you have that skill forever. It doesn't matter what you're doing. I don't care if you're a basketball coach, real estate investor, teacher. It doesn't matter. You've got that experience now. Keep your goals and rewards in front of you at all times, and most importantly, share them with your family. My wife literally has no idea what I do. No idea. She just knows the goals. That's it. A lot of people have a lot of family members that you're talking to them and they glaze over when you talk about wholesaling real estate. What? I don't know if that'll work. Right? Share the goals with them and the successes with them. When you prove it, then all of a sudden they start listening. Start every day at 0. Here's what's naturally going to happen. You're going to get a list to call. You're going to call them. You're going to get leads. And you're going to start closing these deals and start making a ton of money. Awesome. And then you're going to get complacent. Because all of a sudden you have more money than you've ever had. And you're like, I'm going to just chill. I'm going to just chill out. I'm going to be complacent. I don't have to make lead follow-up calls today. No, I'm going to go look at the car dealership. I'm going to go online, mess around, whatever. I got money. I'm rich. You get complacent. If you start every day at 0, you have 0 deals. You have 0 money in the bank. You have 0 opportunities. You have 0 lead follow-up. All of a sudden, every day, you're out going hard for just a few hours. Remember, we have 168 hours. If you go hard in this business for 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, it's bananas. It's crazy. So start every day at 0. If you're going to build a team, if you're out there and you're at the point where you're building a team of people, make sure that they are kind and optimistic. Kind and optimistic people who run this business. I'm telling you. It's not those drivers. These guys that get stuff done. No. It is 100% kind and optimistic people. They're incredible. They're going to make your whole life better. They're going to want to work for you. They're going to want to put in the hours. They're going to want to travel with you. They're going to want to do this as a team. Okay? And start every meeting that you have with gratitude. What's one thing that you're grateful for this past week? We do it every week in our meetings. It starts a meeting out because nothing destroys fear and anxiety more than gratitude. Nothing. That's a Tony Robbins quote, not mine. Fear and anxiety are destroyed by gratitude, and I absolutely believe that. I'll buy into that. And it's incredible when you start off your meetings with a great group of people giving gratitude for whatever. Follow a proven system to shorten your learning cycle. Guys, I'm going to give you the script. I'm going to show you you've got the list to do. Just do it. Just implement it. Just go back to wherever you're from and just get a list of people and talk to them. Call them up. Get going. Start that process. It's incredible. David's got every system that you could ever want. He's got it all set up. The learning curve is so short for the people in this room. You're so fortunate. Everybody's so fortunate in here. Just implement it. Stop messing around. Paralysis by analysis and perfectionism will destroy you 100%. Well, maybe I can design my own. Maybe I can make my own CRM. How many times have you heard that? No! There's already one made! Talk to people. There you go.
If you got like a spare $8 million laying around, you could probably build our pocket just so you guys know.
Belief is great. Belief in this business is great. Belief is what starts us out. Fact is better. Calling somebody up, getting a deal, making a check, making income, making earnings, it will change your brain chemistry. Especially if you get a massive deal. If you get a deal for over $50,000, your brain will just melt down and turn into something different. Yeah. It absolutely will. All of a sudden, $50,000. Oh, we only made $23,000 on this deal. I guess that's okay. But belief in this is wonderful. You have to have the belief that you can implement that. You got to have the faith that you can implement it. You got to have that. That's what carries you forward to take the action. But fact is so much better. Once you get paid for it, right? Once you build this system, once income starts coming in, once you start doing this full time, once you build a robust business, it's incredible. Understand that every call is a win. Every conversation we have is a win. There's no rejection, not for winners. The winners don't think that there's rejection. It's just somebody that can't use our services now or can't take an offer now. That's it. Not rejecting me. They don't even know me. If the people that knew me rejected me, I'd be a lot more pissed, right? So why are we worried about strangers rejecting us? It doesn't make any sense. Every call is a win, because that's another person that you put in there that you've had the conversation with. Look at your best month that you had. If you've been in this business, look at your best month and make that your minimum standard. If you made $40,000 in a month, that is your minimum standard. You already did it. You proved it. You could do it. Make it your minimum standard. That's the least you're going to make from now on. And watch how much it grows and grows and grows and grows. Stop worrying about the market. If the market crashes tomorrow, do we still have to talk to people?
Right.
Okay. Don't worry about it then. Well, what happens if 2008 happens again? You talk to people. Do you talk to different people? Yeah. Yeah, you talk to different people. You still have to talk to people. You still have to talk to distressed property owners. Stack the small ones. We're almost there, guys. We're at 34. Woo! This is fun. We're getting out of here quick. 34. Stack the small wins. Getting in your car, driving down the street is a win. Getting an address of a property that's distressed is a win. Getting a phone number for that address is a win. Calling that address is a win. Talking to somebody is a win. Or leaving a voicemail. Having an appointment. Getting a contract signed. A win is not just getting a deal done. It's all the small wins that you have to stack. You have to stack those small wins. It's the little things that are the little actions that lead to the big results. It's not just all of a sudden, boom, you get a deal. It's all those small little actions that you focus on and that you go after every single day. That's the important part. And we're here. We're here! 35. Understand the difference between identity and role. This is huge. There's a book called You Can't Teach a Kid to Ride a Bike at a Seminar. Phenomenal book. And it talks about the difference between identity and role. Role is the things that we are: investor, father, son, husband, teacher, coach. The identity part is that winner part. It's that castle that you have inside you that's surrounded by a moat, that part that lets you know that you can do this, that you are a winner. That no matter what happens in the roles, no matter what happens with the things that you're trying to do in the actions, that winner part of you that stays strong, that pilot light inside you that lets you know that you can do this. And I think it's absolutely critical, especially when you're starting out, or if you're having any problems, or if you're having a tough day, or if somebody cancels a contract, or if somebody tells you to go to hell on the phone, whatever it is, that identity part of you is so strong, you're like, whatever. You can turn it back off and have a great time with your family and your friends and the experience that we have on this planet, right? Because it's a miracle that we're here. It's a Gary Vee quote, and I put this in here because I really thought that this was phenomenal. It's a miracle. It really is. The chances that your parents' genetic material ending up and creating you is 1 in 400 trillion. 400 trillion! And you're gonna worry about somebody being mad at you on the phone? You're a miracle! What are we doing? So absolutely unbelievable. And that's 35 out of 35. How do we do, guys?